fellow travelers, it's a hot one here in Georgia today, and I'm having my exploding Coca Cola right now. But I don't care because it's 95 degrees and I'm dying here. Oh, that Coke's good. Oh, it's got that sweet cola flavor and the tickle in the back of your throat, and it's ice cold because I just got it from a vending machine. I love this Coke. I love my Coke. And maybe you like Coke. Maybe you like cherry Coke or Diet Coke or Coke Zero Sugar or the new orange vanilla Coke, which I've actually never had before. I just bought this for the first time. And what you have to realize is there's all these different Cokes out there. And what Coke has done is they've done what's called a brand extension. They've taken a famous brand that you already know and love. And I remember watching baseball games with my grandma and listening to them on the back porch and stuff like that, sipping a Coca Cola with her, all those traditions, all those memories, all those happiness about Coke. And now we put it in another product, that brand name. We can extend the brand name to a new product. Because what's cool, if you have a brand extension, you can use the goodwill that original brand has developed and help promote a new product. So this new orange vanilla Coke can come out and have a better chance to succeed because, hey, I know Coca-Cola, I'm gonna buy that. Versus if they called it Oranilla, what's that? Oh, it's an orange vanilla soda from the Coca-Cola company. But orange vanilla Coke, yeah, I'll buy that. What you do with brand extensions, what you have to really realize is sometimes they can go too far, right? I mean, how many times you've seen something like, I never really thought of a cereal, an Oreo cereal. Maybe they went too far there. And so we have to think about is when we're doing brand extensions, there's a few kind of criteria you need to think about. And it starts with making sure that the brand extension fits with the core attributes of that product. So Coke, what is Coke? Okay, it's a cola flavored drink. It's bubbly, it's carbonated drink. It's very sweet. It's usually cold. It comes in that certain bottle. So does this product fit with that? Well, we look at it and say, okay, it's the right color because look, it looks the same color. I mean, if I took this label off, you wouldn't know if this was Coke or orange vanilla Coke until you tasted it. And so we know what this tastes like, we know what this feels like, and we're saying, hey, does this have those attributes? Now, I've never had an orange vanilla Coke, so I'm gonna have it the first time. Let's see if this one explodes too. Oh, nope, I'm good. Oh, maybe a little. See, they both have the over fuzziness, so don't throw them in your backpack. Hey, another thing, they both do kind of the same. It's got the same, a little bit of cola flavor. It's like one of my kids took their dreamsicle and left it in my Coke and it melted. Overall, does it work? Does it fit with the core things of real Coca-Cola? Yeah, it does. It fits basically. It's got the cola flavor. It's got the coolness, a little bit of the tingle in the back of the throat. So in that respect, it does have a lot of the core attributes that fit with the original brand. So that's working. The thing is, though, it's not just the core attributes that are actually the physical attributes of a product or the certain intangibles that go with the service. You're also looking at what is the perception that people have for that brand. So Coke cannot do a clear cola, okay? It doesn't work. It would have to be called something else because Coca-Cola, for me, it's a brown soda that has a cola flavor. Now, that's very similar to what the product attributes are, but that's how I perceive it. Okay, it's a certain thing that I want, and we have to make sure that these brand extensions fit into what our customers perceive our brand to be. So McDonald's could come out with a fancy burger, which, it's a burger, you eat it, it's got ketchup, it fits with McDonald's overall product attributes. But for me, my perception is a brand, I don't see McDonald's as an expensive sandwich place. So in that respect, it doesn't fit with a brand extension. So if McDonald's wanted to have fancier food, maybe they start a different restaurant than selling fancy food at McDonald's itself. Now, another thing you have to look at when you're doing a brand extension, you have to kind of look at it in terms of, is the brand or is the new brand far enough away from the original brand that we're not going to cannibalize things, right? So that's why when Diet Coke came out, I mean, you have Diet Coke versus normal Coke, the flavor is very different, right? I mean, it's very much a different flavor. Also, one is with calories, one is no calories. So there's enough differences there that, hey, we have plenty of space here. We're not going to cannibalize each other. But what about Diet Coke and Coke Zero Sugar? Are those distanced enough away? Well, you'll see the marketing for Diet Coke versus Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is very different. They're going for different audiences. The flavor is different. How they sell it is different. So they're trying to differentiate it, but the actual product itself isn't that different. So we really got to think about is how do we keep it far enough away from our other products so it doesn't cannibalize it? Because the thing is, we don't want to do too many brand extensions. We don't want to get too far because then what becomes the actual brand, right? I mean, think about NCIS. There's like 5 different NCISs. Back in the day, you had the CSI shows, and there was CSI that was in Las Vegas and in Miami and in New York and cybercrime and all this stuff. You're like, wait, which was the original one? What is this really supposed to be? And sometimes that gets lost. So you got to be careful to make sure that the original brand isn't lost in all these extensions if you go too far. Because sometimes you do go too far, like the orange vanilla Coke. Hey, it works, but for me, when I think Coke, I think more of the cola, not a fruity flavor, because a fruity flavored drink from the Coca Cola company to me is Fanta. So we have to kind of figure these things out. How far do we go? And because you don't want to do what's called brand dilution. Brand dilution is when you've got too many things out there that really takes away from that original brand, like I was talking about before. And the thing is, you might see is sometimes there's products that just don't make sense. And I always like to give this example. I give it in class all the time. Is you think about it, and I always ask, hey, who uses lip balm? They raise their hand. Who likes Cheetos? They raise their hand. I'm like, great, you like lip balm, you like Cheetos, let's make a Cheetos lip balm. And yes, there was a Cheetos lip balm at one time. Because you think about it, you're always licking your fingers, getting all that little cheesy goodness off of there after you eat a whole bag of them. And you're like, oh, it's so nice, now imagine I could have that taste on my lips all day long. Wait a minute. I think you had brand dilution here. I think you went too far. Because if you look at Cheetos, what is the core attribute of a Cheeto? It is a snack food. You ingest it, you eat it. What's the key attribute of lip balm? It's lip protection. Those two don't go together. It didn't really work. It's like, look, I'm supposed to eat the Cheetos, not let it just sit on my lips. And a lip balm, I'm supposed to leave it on my lips, not like want to eat it. So you have these issues out there. So you really got to be very careful, because yes, brand extensions can be super helpful to get your product out there, to get it seen, also to get, shelf space out there, because look, my Coca Cola sold, so this orange vanilla Coke will probably sell too. But also you have to worry about it. Have I gone too far? Have we done too many? I mean, you got Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero Sugar, Coke with lemon, Coke with lime, cherry Coke, orange vanilla Coke by itself. And we could go on, and caffeine-free versions, right? And just go on and on and on. And sometimes you're like, you know what? Maybe we've gone too far there. So you really got to be careful with that. But I just want to give you an idea of what a brand extension is, and the idea of this brand dilution when companies go too far. And if you've seen companies that have gone too far with their brands, like they've done too many things, like this doesn't make sense, why are you doing this? Put it down in the comment section below so we can make some videos about products that did go too far, so we can help people learn from their mistakes. Anyway, I wish y'all the best, and bye from super hot, I'm actually gonna drink more of this because it's super hot, Savannah, Georgia. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Bye.